Sonko omanyi abantu Sonko bataddeko dda entimbe zaabwe batumbudde dda okusobola okulaba omusanvu bano betugenda okuleeta olunaku olwaleero okukubaganya ebirowoozo kubibasuubira okukolera eggwanga okuwulira biki bye bagenda okukolera eggwanga lino mu myaka 5 egiddako singa baweebwa obuyinza. Kakuyege w'abeesimbewo Joram yakatambulako weeks 9 ebula weeks 6 zokka Kakuyege no okuggwako kubanga agenda kuggwako ng'ennaku z'omwezi 13 January olwo nno akalulu kakubwe ng'ennaku z'omwezi 15 omwezi gwe gumu omwaka 2026 naye olw'okubanga ebitundu bingi abantu bano abeesimbyewo Joram bye batannaba kutuukamu twasazeewo tutegeke okukubaganya ebirowoozo kuno okutegeka debate eno abeesimbyewo bano basobole okujja babuulire ensi babuulire eggwanga babuulire abalonzi baabwe biki ebiri mu manifesto yaabwe ensonga ki ze bagenda okutambulirako mu myaka 5 egiddako singa baweebwa omukisa. Ekisooka eri abalonzi debate eno Joram egenda kuyamba ki eri abalonzi bennyini abalonzi abatulaba oba bagenda okulaba debate eno ku ssaawa 2 zennyini ogenda kusalawo manifesto yaani ku beesimbyewo bano egenda okubanga esinga obuzito bw'otunuulira mu byobulamu bw'otunuulira mu byenjigiriza bw'otunuulira mu nsonga zonna ez'enjawulo manifesto yaani esinga obuzito kw'oba osinziira okubanga olonda ani g'ogenda okuwa akaluluko ate eri abavuganya bennyini nabo bennyini bagenda kufunamu mu debate eno kubanga ebitundu bingi gye batannatuuka si buli muluka nti bagenda kutuukayo si buli kyalo nti bagenda kukituukako ate ng'eyo eri abantu abatannaba kumanya biki ebiri mu manifesto zaabwe so kigenda kubayamba okusinziira waneeno babuulire abantu abo nti kino kyekiri mu manifesto yaffe bali basalewo oba babakkiririzaamu oba mu manifesto zaabwe bazizira. Then political process Joram obunkenke bungi mu nkambi zonna beweereza obadde olaba ku campaign
ntegezeddwa nti ne
and Kenya as well. Currently, like we said, he is the presidential flag bearer for the Forum for Democratic Change.
Thank you for joining us.
Uncle, a very good evening, Uganda. The moment you've all been waiting for is finally here. Tonight's history is
Reagan came up with a slogan for his campaign. And when he came up with this slogan, it was Make America Great. Does that sound familiar?
Yeah.
Because someone used the same slogan in 2016, just added one more word, which is Make America Great Again.
Okay.
So if we are to go with sloganeering, then that is exactly what some people will do. They'll get away with murder just because you don't have a long enough memory to remember that there's a man who was once an actor, turned governor of California, turned presidential candidate, and won the election.
Okay. Oh, the same Arnold.
Kale.
Ah, okay.
Mukadde kano twanirize avuganya kuba president Frank Bulira Kabinga amaze okutuuka. Frank Bulira Kabinga onono yakwatidde ekibiina ki Revolutionary People's Party RPP. Mukulu yoyo atuuka agende Butelevu Beti Mudondo mutwale Butelevu wali waggulu ku Baganda ke tuyita akatuuti ab'Olungereza oba ke muyita podium. Omukulu oyo atuuka ebyobufuzi teyakabiyingira yabitandika ebbanga ddene emabega era nga yaliko mu kibiina eky'abaana DP abaali abavubuka KYD ate gye yava ne yeegatta ku Dr. Agre Kiyingi mu Uganda Young Democrats gye yava n'alyoka yeegatta ku kibiina kino ekya RPP mwaze okuvuganyiza ku ntebe ey'obukulembeze bw'eggwanga. Tukube engalo ezimwaniriza.
So Frank Bulira Kabinga is a Ugandan politician and also the presidential candidate for the Revolutionary People's Party in the 2026 general elections. Up next, the other contender that will be joining us tonight is Honorable Nandala Mafabi. He is currently the opposition figure leading the Front for Democratic Change and is their flag bearer for the 2026 general elections. Please welcome Nathan Nandalamafabi.
Aba FDC we bali muri badembe okwaniriza omukulu ng'atuuka era nga Nathan Nandalamafabi naye ebyobufuzi teyakabitandika yabitandikira ddala mwaka ogwa 2021 gy'abadde nga omubaka wa Parliament okutuukira ddala olwaleero ng'avuganya ku ntebe y'obukulembeze bw'eggwanga. Mukulu yakolako mu URA era akoze emirimu mingi nnyo okutuuka watuusaawo. Ssebo tukwaniriza era tulindiridde okuwuliriza ebirowoozo by'ogenda okutuwa. Omutwale butereevu ku katuuti Dokita n'amusoyezaawo ebibuuzo.
And just to highlight his education, his A-level education, he attended Busoga College, Miri in Jinja. He also graduated from Bakari University in 1988 with a Bachelor of Statistics and Economics. He also followed that with a postgraduate diploma in education, and that was in 1989. And also, that was from Makere. He also obtained a diploma in income tax administration, and that was from the Uganda Management Institute in Kampala. In 1993, he passed the Certified Public Accountant examinations, and that was both in Uganda and Kenya as well. Currently, like we said, he is the presidential flag bearer for the Front for Democratic Change.
Basebone banyabu twanirize General Grigor Mugisha Muntu muna ANT sebo tukwaniriza ku debate ya feno etegekeddwa aba Nation Media Group ekitongole ekitwala NTV, Spark TV, olupapula lw'amawulire olwa Daily Monitor, radio okuli Dembe FM, Sakone KFM. Oyo omukulu oyo yadumirako n'amagye g'eggwanga era y'omu ku bannansi abeetaba obutereevu mu lutalo olw'abanunuzi abaleeta gavumenti ya NRM mu buyinza. Ssebo tukwaniriza.
Now, Mugisha Muntu was officially nominated on September 24th, 2025, and is also known for his calm, values-based political approach. And his focus has always been on addressing governance issues. He has also criticized the current government for its failure to convert the country's wealth into prosperity. That is the retired Major General Mugisha Muntu. Thank you for joining us.
Basebone banyabo twanirize Joseph Mabirizi, Elton Joseph Mabirizi naye amaze okutuuka. Era ngono yavuganyako ne mu kalulu ka 2016 obulwa akakiiko k'ebyokulonda ke baamuwa bw'anaaba afunye omukisa n'abutubuulira naye ssebo tukwaniriza ku debate eno etegekeddwa aba Nation Media Group era tulindiridde okulaba ebirowoozo byo ekiro ky'olwaleero.
Elton Joseph Mabirizi is the presidential candidate for the Conservative Party, and that is in the upcoming 2026 general elections. Just like my colleague said, this is his second time contesting as president, and I'm very sure he's not new to these things.
Mu 2016 fe abaaliwo twamuyitanga Mabirizi.
Mabirizi.
Oba gwe waliridda wa 2016
I was still very much around, by the way. I remember his name trending as Mabirizi, and I think it's a cool name. We like presidential candidates that are actually relatable.
Oh.
Yeah.
Which class were you?
2016, I was already at campus. I was already doing my university degree.
I think guys out there, they are now...
I'm old enough.
Toyanza nyo toyanzege tulindirira omukulu Joseph Elton Mabirizi okubanga naye ayingira atwale ekifo kye nga bwe twongera okweteekateeka.
All right, as we wait for Joseph Elton Mabirizi to come through, the other contender that's going to be joining us tonight is Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu. He's also known as Bobby Wine. He's a politician. He's also the president of the National Unity Platform, a former musician. He's an actor. He's a businessman. And he transitioned to politics and gained prominence as a critic of the president, that is Yoweri Kaguta Museveni.
Omukulu ono gwe tuleeta yaliko omuyimbi. Era ebiseera we yabeerera omuyimbi yayitibwanga Ghetto Gladiator era yayitibwanga Ghetto President. Simanyi oba kyeki kyali ekifo kye naye tujja kuba nga tumufuna. Ntegeezeddwa nti Mabirizi naye atuuse. Ssebo Elton Joseph Mabirizi, presidential candidate owa Conservative Party. Ssebo tukwaniriza obwedde ensi yakulindiridde dda. Ate olina ekyafaayo eky'obudde abaliwo mu 2016 abamu babadde batandise okweraliikirira.
That is Elton Joseph Mabirizi, the presidential candidate for the Conservative Party in the 2026 elections. He's doing it again as he's also joined by the party chairman, John Ken Luchamzi, and a nice delegation.
The man.
Conservative Party is in the house, officially.
John Ken Luchamzi.
The man.
The man.
All right, Conservative Party is in the house. And now let's move forward to our final candidate of the night. That is Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu. He is the presidential flag bearer for the 2026 general elections on the ticket of the National Unity Platform. Please join us and welcome Honorable Robert Kyagulanyi.
Honorable Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu bw'atuuka tubategeezezza nti yaliko mu kisaawe eky'okuyimba era nakati akyakirimu. Nnyimba empya zikyajja nnyingi nnyo tutera okuziwulira weewaawo tezizannyika ku TV bannange munaatusonyiwa muyinza okuzitubanja.
But his political journey actually started in 2017 to 2021 when he represented Chadondo County East, that is in the Parliament of Uganda. There were some things that happened there, so we won't dwell on that. All we know is that he leads the people power, the power movement, and it has been a major opposition force. And he also ran for president in 2021, and he's here to do it again next year.
Kale tulinze Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu atambula n'omulamwa ogw'okugamba nti aleeta Uganda empya ne kkooti y'abantu. Ebyo bye bimu ku bigambo byasinga okutambulirako. Naye abamuleeta oba bamulaze ekkubo kyamu ndaba tavaayo.
Aja is coming.
Tuyinza okwogera ebingi ne tuwokya. Kale ye Honorable Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu abasinga obungi gwe bamanyi nga Bobi Wine, President w'ekibiina ki National Unity Platform. Amukulembedde ye Mildred Bedun asoma amawulire ga NTV Weekend Edition.
Our final contender walking in right now, Honorable Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu. He's the president of the National Unity Platform. Doing this for the second time.
Abakulu nga bamaze okutuuka mu kadde kano tugenda kuwaayo obudde bwonna bwe tulina okulaba nga tuwa ba moderators baffe akadde batandike session yaffe ey'okubaganya ebirowoozo. Twakutegeezezza nti abamu ku abo bagenda okulemberamu ku lwa NTV ba presidential candidates bano njagala tububanjulire basobole okubategeera obulungi. Abagenda okulemberamu debate eno ku lwa NTV tulinako Priscilla Regina Nalwoga, abamu ku mmwe abali awo ku podium yali abakyazizzaako, ye presenter owa program ya Morning at NTV. Programu ebeerawo buli lunaku okuva ku Monday paka ku lunaku olwokutaano. Ye Priscilla Regina Nalwoga omu ku bannamawulire abagundidde obulungi mu mulimu guno.
And seated next to her is Arnold Segawa. He's a doctor, a monetarist, and a central bank scholar as well. He has also been in the newsroom for quite some time, so he's well versed with that field as well. He's going to be our moderator as well for the presidential debate as we gear up for the 2026 general elections.
Wa presidential candidate kanyimirire wano musobole okundaba. Nze Aniwal Katamba kakati katubaweeyo eri bannaffe baneeno abagenda okubakulembera mu debate mbadde ne prefer.
Over to you, Arnold and Priscilla.
Good evening, Uganda, and to all watching us across the world. It is 8:34 in Kampala and midday 34 in Washington, D.C. I know there are very many people who are eager to hear, especially in the diaspora, what all of you have to offer us as presidential candidates, and we're looking forward to hearing your thoughts. Tonight, live from Kampala, NTV and Spark TV bring you a defining moment in our nation's democratic journey. the NTV Presidential Debate 2025, the race for 2026. I'm Dr. Arnold Segawa, together with Priscilla Regina Nalwoga.
Good evening to you, Uganda, and good evening to you, our candidates. Our candidates, how are you? Pressure. Pressure, pressure. Let's turn on those microphones and just hear your voices so that we know you're the one. I will start with the General. General, good evening.
Good evening.
How are you?
We are fine.
You are fine.
I trust you are fine too.
Oh, that's wonderful to hear. A round of applause for him. Mr. Robert Chagulanyi.
Mic check, 1, 2.
1, 2, check. It's a pleasure to have you. Good evening.
It's a pleasure for me to be here. Good evening, viewers. Good evening, our dear moderators. Good evening, fellow candidates.
All right. We also do have Honorable Nandala Mafabi. Honorable, good evening.
Good evening, everybody. We look forward for a lively debate.
It's a pleasure to be in your company. A round of applause for him. We also do have Mr. Joseph Mabirizi. Good evening to you, sir.
Good evening to all of us.
How are you?
I'm doing well.
Ka pressure ke ko batukendezeko.
I don't have any pressure.
Yeah. That's wonderful to hear. If they're confident, then Uganda should be confident about the next hours to come. And finally, we also do have candidate Frank Bulira. Good evening to you, sir.
Good evening, dear Ugandan. Good evening, dear Ugandans, and thank you so much, NTV, for this arrangement.
And thank you so much for accepting our invitation and coming through. These are the 5 candidates, 1 state, and of course, 1 country that is watching. Tonight is about ideas, tonight is about vision, as well as leadership, unfiltered, uncompromising, as well as decisive.
Gentlemen, if you may, some hygiene issues. When you're done speaking through your microphone, kindly switch it off, otherwise we will have feedback. And moving on, the focus tonight is on issues that are shaping the future of this nation. We have infrastructure, ICT and innovation, finance and national development, not forgetting health.
And as duly introduced, our 5 candidates are ready and they have shown us that they're ready to go. There are 5 voices. However, you and I make up 1 electorate. Every answer tonight is going to be counting and every commitment is going to be measured.
Joining us tonight on stage, we have Frank Bulira. We're going in alphabetical order from your surname. On my extreme right, Mr. Frank Bulira, thank you. Mr. Candidate Joseph Mabirizi, thank you. Candidate Nathan Nandala Mafabi. In the middle, we have candidate Robert Chagulanyi, and last but not least, on my extreme left, candidate Mugisha Muntu.
Well, tonight marks a very defining moment in our national conversation. Ugandans from across the country, ever since we began this live broadcast, have been talking to us, and they have been telling us some of the things they would like their candidates to actually pinpoint about. And of course, this has been building up to this coverage from our correspondents in Entebbe to northern Uganda to Mbarara, to the voices of everyday Muna Uganda, each one of them sharing what they are expecting of you, our candidates, as you get to address them as a nation. Now, a short while ago, we were introduced to the 5 candidates joining us today, and we get to regret that 3 candidates were unable to join us on this stage tonight, with the hope that all 8 will be present at future debates.
Tonight, we will be looking at 5 themes, that is youth unemployment and jobs. 2 is security, governance and justice. 3, technology and the future of work. 4, infrastructure development and the health sector. And 5, finance and economic development.
And as the word presidential debate does say it, each candidate has 4 minutes for your introduction. Each candidate has 4 minutes and 30 seconds allowed to close your submission to every address under every theme that we're going to be discussing tonight. And 1 minute will be awarded to you, and maybe 45 seconds to give your closing remarks when the night is done and dusted. There will be a 7-minute commercial break after the second theme, and these themes were all selected based on months and months of public engagement. Thousands of Ugandans having submitted their priorities and questions. This is through the community forums, digital platforms, and of course the regional outreach. However, the final selections, the structure, and the sequencing for tonight were made independently of the debate team. So as per the debate rules, neither the candidate that you see on the podium this evening nor anyone on the team have reviewed or influenced these questions.
Without any further ado, let us begin. And this is going to be very brief. In 4 minutes, tell Ugandans why you're the best candidate and to take this big job of being the president, not just having the fancy office. While you're at it, also tell Ugandans what the biggest problem is with the country. Let me start with you, Mr. Bulira. 4 minutes.
Thank you so much. Dear Ugandans, my name is Bulira Frank Kabinga Salongo. I'm the presidential flag bearer for the Revolutionary People's Party, a party which merged with the Uganda Federal Democratic Organization, which was led by the late Dr. Aggrey Kiyingi. I'm here in the footsteps of the late fighter Dr. Aggrey Kiyingi, in the footsteps of our forefathers who fought for federalism, the Nkwangas, the Andrew Takome Kairas, the Dr. Paul Kawanga Semogereres, the retired Colonel Dr. Kiza Besiges. I'm in this race not just to contest ceremoniously. I'm here to contest and deliver our opposition to State House. It has been a process of over 4 decades, and I think this coming election is going to close up each and everything. This is the time that we need to shape our country. There are only 2 big problems of our country, Uganda. Number 1 problem is Mr. Museveni. The second problem is the system of governance. That is why, as the Revolutionary People's Party, we are looking at federalism. Federalism is the way to go, and it is our core. The RPP, we believe that even if Mr. Museveni goes and we have another president and we don't change the system of governance, we shall remain in the same problems. In my first 100 days, that's why I pledge that Uganda is going to go federalist. Bulira Frank Kabinga, I was groomed by the Uganda Young Democrats. I started my politics in Kasubi Church of Uganda Primary School way back during the CA times. I joined Uganda Young Democrats in the second generation after the Dr. Lurume's first generation of UID, the Mabikes. I was part of the second generation, and I was the spokesperson of the Uganda Young Democrats under the leadership of Susan Abo by then. Then I was the students leader for Uganda Young Democrats until I joined Dr. Aggrey Kiyingi. I joined Dr. Kiyingi purposely because I wanted to remove Mr. Museveni, period. I didn't want to overstay in the opposition. You all much well know that Dr. Aggrey Kiyingi was standing in the true path of changing this country. In fact, if Dr. Kiyingi or Dr. Besigye had been in this race, I wouldn't have contested, because they are the only 2 people who had solutions to changing this government, who were focused on removing Mr. Museveni and with realistic solutions. We have done enough politicking, and it is now time to remove Mr. Museveni. That is why I also argue my fellow candidates, fellow contestants, if they are really genuinely looking at removing Mr. Museveni first, to join me, and we remove Mr. Museveni. We shall sort other issues regarding parties and our aspirations after removing Mr. Museveni after 15th January. So I'm here, dear Ugandans, presenting myself as your next president come 2026. My campaign was derailed. As you know, Dr. Kiyingi, he was living miles away from Uganda, but he was the most feared man. Mr. Museveni feared Dr. Kiyingi more than opposition leaders sleeping in Kampala and Wakiso. You know that.
It's a debate, Mr. Frank Bulira. Your time is up, 4 minutes. But since you want to remove Mr. Museveni, then I ask that you move from your seat and come sit next to these two gentlemen, in between these two gentlemen who have also rightly said that they're doing the same thing. Please stand up and come and sit in between the general and the one who's promising a new Uganda.
Though I'm number one,
It is okay. We shall decide on 15th. Thank you very much. Each candidate being reminded you have 4 minutes for your introduction. And now we move to the second candidate, Candidate Joseph Mabirizi.
Good evening once again. My name is Elton Joseph Mabirizi Salongo from Conservative Party, the party which has outlived generations. In CP, we have the uniqueness that we stand for. Number one, it's about the governance, which requires fabrication to come up with something new which can fit in the generation we live in. We stand for regional governments, and when we talk about regional governments, many people will ask, what do you mean exactly? We have 16 regions of Uganda, and those 16 regions must have small governments where they share power with the central government. Uganda is like a sinking boat in an ocean. Without coming up with regional governments, we would have done nothing, even if we elect any other leader. So regional governments, this is where